Alright lads, right, you've been asking me for this for a while. It's basically how to get you to be driven around by somebody and to get other people to follow you, right? So my idea here is I want to go up to Diaz. She's going to drive me around in this car. There's a few other people in there as well. And these are all going to get into their own cars and follow us. And we're going to do a bit of a drive-by here. So we're going to go up to here. We're going to slow down here, get ready for the drive-by. And then we're going to try and get all these people here. And then the final position is here. And then there's a flag on here that'll activate that. So I'll just go through the mission. It's really quick anyway. And I'll kind of talk you through it. And this is kind of the best I could do. It took me about an hour to set this up, even though there's not much there. There's really 3 different actors just duplicated. That's all it is. So go to the activation zone there, which makes her get into the car. You have to wait for her to get into the car, otherwise you'll start driving. So just do that, right? Now, we're all going to drive in convoy here, you'll see. We're not going to hit each other. I'll go through that, how you can get them to not crash into each other and obey the rules and stuff like that and all. I turned off trams and traffic because the tram was spawning at the exact same time we were going around the corner. So I just got rid of that. So you can see now I'm going to shoot. Nobody's really alerted. Like, they're still kind of following the path. That's fine. There's just these people up here, right? So let's see now. So we... Oh, it's because we shot their alerted. But we stop here. And then we go up and we start shooting these people, right? So this is the plan of the drive-by. And you can see the other people are shooting as well. Look, they're all shooting everybody back there, which is great. That's what we want to see. And then we're going to follow the path all the way back. They're getting a bit confused. I think we got a bit confused as well. And we're going to follow the path all the way back here. And then I never changed their ending position. So they all try to end on the same place, which is here. Which ain't great. So, because I have a holding on. And the holding is basically after they finish their task, their path, they the objective will appear. So I'm just trying to see if we can get them out of the car. So it'll appear, but nah, it's not. But I wouldn't even worry about that. That's just like, you can put a go to location on that anyway. It will eventually show up, but it doesn't really matter. This is another thing. We've reached the entity limit as well because we have 30 people on at the same time. So that's another issue there, right? So I'm going to exit this test and I'm going to go through what happened, right? Now, if you just try and focus on 3 different people. Where am I? Here. Right. So this is the activation zone, right? And this is basically what tells them to get into their cars. That's all it is, right? So I'll show you now. The actors. Here's the first one, the driver, right? What does she need? So she needs... I have a blip sound, but that doesn't matter. Loads of health, because I don't want her to die. Appearance doesn't matter. Relationship, she needs to be friendly, and hostile in combat is off. Because if you turn this on, she'll start shooting you and driving into you. So that's... Yeah, when the actor is in combat, their relationship to all teams will change to hostile, including you. So that's what that is. Combat options, I just have her at this. I have her accuracy really high, but she doesn't actually shoot. She just drives. It's just the other people that shoot. So I wouldn't even worry about this part here. The alertness part, that's just when they're alerted. That doesn't really matter here either. The team aggro part, I tried to get this to work. Basically, if she gets hurt or killed, she starts shooting. And I think that's what activates them all to shoot back to the people that are shooting at them. Alright. The tasks, this is the important part. The follow path, right? So we'll go down to task conditions. We want an activation zone to do her task. So her task is basically get into the car, drive to there, drive to there, drive around the corner, and then drive to here. That's the end of her task. Okay, I'll go back to where they are. Here. Alright. This is really important. Activation zone stays triggered. If this is set to no, basically when you walk out of the activation zone, this little bubble, she'll stop and she won't keep going. So that has to be set to yes. That's really important. Alright, use vehicle for tasks. Yep, we want to use this car. Driving flags is custom for me, right? I have everything off except for, where's the, oh, it's her. She's fine. She's everything off because she's at the front. It's the other ones that have 2 things on. And stay on task when alerted on. This basically means when she's getting shot at, I want her to continue on the follow path. I don't want her to do anything else. That's what that is. The follow path here is, first part is, don't worry about that flag for a minute, I'll show you what that is. First part is here. So we're just going to run to the car and we are going to get into the car. That's all that is. The default arrival range doesn't really matter here. You can do it like that or whatever. She's always going to jump into the car. It doesn't matter. Alright. Number 2, a bit more important, is the driving one. So she's going to be driving to here. Alright. So I wanted to slow down here because we're getting ready for the ambush. Alright. The arrival range is just in case she goes off course a little bit. It doesn't really matter. We don't want her to enter or exit or anything like that. Now, position 3 is just around the corner. And the reason why I did this is because I wanted to go fast past the drive-by. So this is 119. This is the fastest you can go around that. I can actually turn that off. That makes sense if I turned it off. So you don't slow down. And then the arrival radius as well. Probably should make that a bit bigger in case she's going too fast. So that's why they did that little wiggle you saw in the mission. And then number 4 is just, I want her to park here. And I'm actually going to make this a bit bigger, like about that size. So that'll make sense with the mission flag thing. I just have the speed a little bit lower going to this one. And I have exit vehicle. As soon as she gets to here, she jumps out. That's that. That's this girl, the driver. That's the important part, right? Vehicle options, alerted, override 119. This doesn't really work. And the same with this. Alerted causes reckless driving because they get alerted. I've tested them with people right in front of them and they still obey the rules and stuff like that. So I think where is it, driving flags, this part in the task sentence overrides the vehicle sentence. Alright, so that's her done. That's the beach, the our driver, the one that's driving us around. That's what we want her to do. That's it. Okay, the second one is one of these drivers. This is kind of similar, but I just copied. So basically if you go to add new actor, I copied it from beach female, the first one, right? I just made a few little tweaks. So the only tweaks I did was the tasks. So task conditions, activation zone, it's still the same one. I was doing it a little bit further, but it's fine because I have these doors open and this engine on. So this one actually goes a bit faster. That's fine. The other things are the driving flags. So I have a custom as well, but stop for vehicles. This basically means that they won't ram into you when they're behind you. That's that. And don't stay around player. I don't want them to overtake us. I want us to be at the front. So that's all that is. That's everything there. Most of this is the same. The follow path is the exact same. They're going to the same place. So that's grand. This one actually could be moved out a little bit because it's not needed. And this person will probably drive here before they drive there. But it seems to work all right. The third person, that's the driver. That just copy from the first one and make those 2 changes. That's all it is. The third one is these people, the gunners basically, right? So these are a bit different. I have these set to, let me see, I think this is all fine. This is all fine. The task, instead of them driving and following us, they're going to be sitting in here. So they can sit in this car. Once they're assigned to it, that's fine. To assign somebody to a car, what you do is you go edit placement and then you go like this and you see it says driver seat. I don't want her in driver seat. Press RB or R1, whatever it is, put her in the passenger seat. You can move them around. So I'm going to put her in the passenger seat. And the task is combat. I want these to just shoot. That's all I want to do. They're going to be shooting people and start immediately. There's nothing really here, like, you know, it's just combat. That's all I want them to do. That's fine. Other than that, that's really it. And then the gangs are just like, these are just the default everything. I just have gangs stood here messing about. So the only other thing I was looking at was the holding. You see the go to location never showed up because the holding wasn't triggered, right? This holding is mission flag limit. Basically, I don't want the next objective to happen until this holding flag is done. And the holding flag is this first board, her task to be complete. I think it's in here. Is it in here or is it flags? Follow path, set mission flag on follow path complete 1. So when she completes her follow path, the flag will be triggered and the next objective will work. So because we made this activation zone a bit bigger now, it should work. So yeah, we'll go through this now, and you know kind of what's happening. So here's a little activation zone here. They'll all run to their cars. We do need to wait for her to get into the car. You can't restrict only like doors and stuff. We need to get her into the car first. So you can see they probably all drive up into the path first today. Oh no, because the radius is actually fairly big, so just drive past it. So this is fine. We are doing this. We're not going to shoot this time. We're going to wait and we'll see like the proper way. You can see these girls. Have they got their guns out? Nah, they don't have them out. I think I have them holstered. You can have them holding it as well if you want. So yeah, we're going to be waiting up here fairly slowly, and then we're going to be shooting like a mad yoke. Because I don't have the weight now on, she should just speed through the next checkpoint. So here we go. Drive by time. I know it's a bit mad, like you don't have to make it exactly like this, but it's just for a bit of fun, that's all. You can do that any way you want, that's grand. So there we go. We've gone. The girls are coming. Hopefully nobody died. And then we're going to go in here. I just put this here. I don't know why I put it here. It's such an awkward location. So this should be her follow task done. Yeah. See, it's done now. And then we can go to the end of the objective. So there they are trying to get in. It's a stupid place for them to go. But that's it. Actor follows you and actor drives you around. That's basically it. You can do this with doing FAV as well, right? And this is a bit insane. I'll go through this real quick if I can. If I don't feck it up, I'm gonna go, what is it, weaponized and doing FAV, right? So we've got two girls in here. We don't want them in there. We want to get them out. How do I kick out all actors? Yeah, they can stay there. And then I'll get 2 errors on these two, so we know which ones they are, so we can delete them. Don't need them. So we're going to get into this doing FAV. Let's edit it a little bit. We want a passenger grenade launcher. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to do armor on it. We don't need mines because they're not going to press mines. And also if they do by accident, these people are behind us. So let's test this and see what it's like. This is a bit more mad, but it might be a bit of fun. Probably should have done the minigun, but we'll see. Alright, go up to her. She still has the car assigned to her, which is good. It's not there changing on its own, which is great. So now we have a grenade launcher, and she's going to drive to the objective. We're probably a bit faster than the cars behind now, so they mightn't be able to catch up. But it doesn't matter. This is all about showing you what you can do. So the doing FIV is a good one because you've a gun at the front. You can have a minigun as well. I just chose the grenade launcher for the crack. So let's start shooting these lads now. See if we can get an angle on that. There we go. That's cool. Oh, I bounced that. Right, there we go. Bit of crack, and you can shoot all you want. So that's good. She should reach her follow path thing. She'll get out of the vehicle, and the objective will show up. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that helped a little bit. That's like basically a drive-by tutorial. If you wanna, like actually look at how you do a drive-by, that's exactly how I think it will be done. I'm gonna do a mission on that soon. I'll set up a proper one with like dialogue and everything, because with the holding, someone was saying you can actually do dialogue. If you do a holding objective, you can do a dialogue. One other thing I wanted to show you, I have a plan for, is if you've seen Baby Driver, he goes underneath somewhere and 2 identical cars are beside him. So I was thinking if we want to lose the police, we can drive a car in here, and then we can have a cutscene of, where is it? Where the hell is the exit? Here. Of 2 or 3 cars or something coming out here. You can get them to, start driving at the start of the cutscene, and then the cutscene will trigger the wanted to clear, and then we can just drive away a different way. And that's a good way, I think, to clear the cops instead of having to wait or do it automatically. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I might try that another time. And we actually have the Sultan in red that we can use as the Impreza. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and give us an thumbs up there, and thanks for all the subs and stuff like that. Good stuff. Happy New Year if I don't talk to you. Bye bye.